The era of chatting with AI is officially over. We are now in the era of delegating. What you are looking at is Perplexity Computer, and it is the most terrifyingly capable autonomous AI system I have ever seen. I gave it one massive prompt: analyze NVIDIA, update my Excel valuation model, pull real-time API data, build a custom web app to visualize their supply chain, and automatically rerun this task every earnings drop. Watch what happens. It instantly breaks my prompt down and assigns different pieces to different AI models. GPT 5.2 grabs the financials, Claude Opus handles the Excel data, and Claude Sonnet builds the web app, all working in parallel. Within seconds, it synthesizes the data. It didn't just give me text, it actually downloaded my existing Excel file, updated the core financial models, highlighted the changes, and handed it back to me. But it didn't stop there. It wrote the code, spun up a server, and deployed a fully interactive dark mode web application visualizing NVIDIA's entire supply chain from TSMC to Microsoft. And just like I asked, it scheduled a cron job to automatically do this again next quarter. It just did a week's worth of Wall Street analysis in 30 seconds. But it's not just a finance bro, it's a full-time content creator. I told it to download a 3-hour podcast, find the exact moment they discuss model differentiation, extract that specific clip, reformat it vertically for TikTok, and bake in the captions. It downloaded the raw MP4, scrubbed the audio, trimmed the fat, rendered the text overlay, and handed me a ready-to-post viral short. Now let me pause for a second. Looking at this tech is cool, but if you don't know how to deploy it, you are going to get left behind. That is exactly why I built the AI Money Forge. We just hit 148 hardcore members and the community is absolutely exploding. Inside, I am not just giving you basic tutorials. I am handing you the exact private automation blueprints, agent workflows, and deployment strategies that are printing money right now. The proprietary systems inside the Forge are easily valued at over $999, but I am giving you the keys to the kingdom for a fraction of that. But listen to me, the price is going up very soon as we approach 200 members. Stop watching other people build the future and come build it with us. Click the link in the description and get into the Forge right now. Alright, let's look under the hood to see how Perplexity Computer actually thinks. I loaded up an Amazon 3-statement financial model task. Look at the terminal on the right. You are watching the brain of the AI in real time. It isn't just guessing numbers. It writes custom Python scripts to scrape SEC filings, runs the code, and builds the model. But look closely. It audits its own work. It wrote a script to verify that the balance sheet balances and the cash flow reconciles. When it found an error in the EPS formula, it didn't crash. It identified the bug, rewrote the formula, and successfully compiled a massive multi-sheet workbook. This is an autonomous digital employee that QA tests its own output. And its coding capabilities are flawless. I asked it to build a US presidential election interactive map using raw data from the MIT election lab. It downloads the massive CSV file, cleans the data, and writes the front-end code. When it tested the UI, it noticed a CSS bug where the map wasn't scaling properly on mobile. It opened the HTML file, found the exact div container causing the issue, rewrote the Flexbox properties, and fixed the styling error completely on its own before presenting me with the final working application. It's writing, testing, and debugging full-stack code simultaneously. You can even use it to build complex AI-driven games. This is GeoSeeker. It built an app where I play hide-and-seek on Google Maps against Google's Gemini AI. It connected the APIs so that Gemini actually acts as a player in the game, looking at Street View images to hunt me down. The level of API orchestration happening in the background here is mind-blowing. Let's break down the exact sequence of how this thing actually builds software. I asked for a US presidential election interactive map using raw historical data from the MIT election lab. Watch the terminal. It instantly orchestrates a team of 3 parallel agents: a researcher, a data scientist, and a web builder. The research agent hunts down the exact MIT dataset, downloads the massive raw CSV file, and instantly hands it over to the data scientist agent, which is running on Claude Sonnet 4.5. That agent is actively parsing through decades of raw electoral college and popular vote data, cleaning missing values and structuring it specifically for a web environment. Look at this custom NVIDIA dashboard it generated earlier. This looks like a $2,000 a month Bloomberg terminal. It aggregated price charts, forward PE estimates, dividend yields, live peer comparisons, and real-time news feeds into a perfectly formatted, natively hosted user interface. It takes raw, chaotic data and turns it into pristine, actionable products. This is why Perplexity Computer is being called the first true general-purpose digital worker. It gives you end-to-end workflows in an isolated, secure environment. It has persistent memory, meaning it remembers your preferences, your business data, and your API keys across entirely different sessions. Every time you use it, it gets smarter and adapts to your specific workflow. But here's the real secret sauce. 19 models, one brain. Perplexity Computer is model agnostic. It integrates the absolute best models from Anthropic, Google, OpenAI, and XAI. When you type a prompt, you don't have to guess which AI is best for the job. Perplexity automatically routes complex reasoning to Claude Opus, delegates deep web research to Gemini 3, handles lightning-fast queries with Grok, and pushes massive data ingestion to GPT 5.2. It orchestrates the entire AI ecosystem for you completely seamlessly. The future is autonomous, guys. If you want to master these systems and build a profitable agency, hit the link below and join the 148 members inside the AI Money Forge. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.